Check. Stop recording.
Alright, my friends, welcome back to BVI Pilots.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.001.
I'm glad to be here with
Microsoft
you.
Flight Sim.
On this flight, we're actually going to be testing with the latest update for Microsoft 2020 Release 9. Now, supposedly, the landing problems that AI had before had been fixed. We're going to start out here. We're at parking. I'm just going to hit my AI and get it started. And we'll start this 747 up. We'll be flying from Miami, Florida to Indianapolis.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0.
I've already set up an ILS. I've selected that. And it's an IFR with high altitudes. Here we go.
Miami clearance delivery Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 IFR to Indianapolis ready to copy.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is cleared to Indianapolis Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 9er climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.75 squawk 4425.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 cleared to Indianapolis Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 9er climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 125.75 squawk 4425.
Boeing 747 readback correct. Contact ground on 127.5. Good day.
Normal cursor.
Miami ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 pushback request accepted.
Alright, so far so good. Requested our pushback. I don't know if they updated the ATC, but it sounds a little better, that's for sure. What I should have done was showed you guys how to do the IFR. I will do that on another video, alright? So, my controller's vibrating, giving my hands a nice massage. Thank you, Microsoft. I appreciate the massage you're giving me today. Thank you. I want to remind you guys, if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, tap on that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. And also, leaving, feedback in the comments. That will help us get our name out there a little more. We're a small channel, a small community. And, it's just, it's a slow process. And I know that there's things that I plan to update with the sim, or not the sim, but with the channel as far as thumbnails, stuff like that. When I get my Mac, I'll be able to do that even more. So I got a Mac being sent to me. I'm doing a deal with Brandon. He's another member of the BVI community. And
Miami ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting the end of pushback.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 request to end pushback received.
Miami ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 with Sierra ready to taxi IFR.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 taxi to and hold short of runway 9er via taxiway 7 Tree Sierra. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
now the interesting thing
Taxiing
is,
hold short runway 9er using taxiway 7 Tree Sierra Boeing 747.
I selected runway 26. I'm not sure why it decided to give me, but I guess that's ATC. They pick where to take off from. Maybe the runway I selected was not the correct runway, and that would cause a problem maybe on takeoff. I don't know.
ground Envoy Tree 878 request taxi to parking. Envoy Tree 878 taxi
There's
to
an
general
Envoy
aviation
requesting
parking
to
using
park.
taxiway Sierra 2 Sierra 75. Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Sierra 2 Sierra 75 Envoy Tree 878.
Really good sounds. Not bad for freeware on this one. It's the 747. Queen of the Sky.
Miami ground American 2879er requesting pushback. American 2879er pushback request accepted.
We're continuing to taxi over to runway 9, I believe is where we're taking off from.
Not connected to simulator.
Oh, we're not connected soon.
Miami ground Southwest 1228 request taxi to parking. Southwest 1228 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Sierra 2 Sierra 75.
Dropbox 146.4.4836 up-to-date tooltip. New notification from NVDA application. NVDA add-on updates. One or more add-on updates are available. Go to NVDA menu. Tools. Check for add-on updates to review them. Window.
With Sierra ready to taxi IFR. American 2879er taxi to and hold short of runway 8 left using taxiway Romeo Zulu. Cross runway 12 Zulu Quebec. Mike 2 cross runway 8 right Lima 2 cross runway 8 left Kilo 2 Kilo Kilo 1. Contact tower on 123.9er when ready. Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Sierra 2 Sierra 75 Southwest 1228. Taxiing hold short runway 8 left using
Miami Tower Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 ready for departure runway 9er IFR to Indianapolis.
Runway 9,
Envoy
IFR.
Tree 766 contact ground on 120.5. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 altimeter tree 0.11 wind 09 or 5 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway 9er.
Folder view list. Team talk. Team viewer. Turtle Beach. Quick chat page. Talking. Team talk 5 classic 12 of 67. Team viewer 33 of 67. Turtle Beach. Quick chat page. Talking flight monitor 63 of 67.
Generic landing runway 8
App
left.
start cursor. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.
Going to 120
Normal
tree
cursor.
5 envoy tree 766.
App start cursor.
Cleared for takeoff runway
Normal
9
cursor.
Boeing Alpha
Not
Sierra
connected to simulator.
747.
Not connected to simulator.
Cleared to land
System
runway
playlist dialog.
8
Icons of
yellow
Hawk flight monitor.
1560.
Unknown. TFM. Restart R.
TFM is restarting. TFM is shutting down.
Taskbar. App start cursor. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Normal cursor. Normal cursor. Not connected to simulator. Not connected to simulator. Ops 27.2. Ops 20. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.2. Microsoft Flight Simulator not connected to simulator.
I'm not sure why.
Not connected to
TFM
simulator.
is not.
Folder view list. Talking flight monitor 63 of 6. App start cursor. Normal cursor. App start cursor. Normal cursor. Not connected to simulator.
Huh.
System tray list talking flight monitor. Unknown. TFM conf restart R. About A. Website issued. Keyboard. Settings. Shutdown S. Restart R.
TFM is restarting. TFM is shutting down.
Microsoft Flight Sim app start. Microsoft.
Here we go.
Normal cursor. Talking flight monitor tooltip. App start cursor. Normal cursor.
0, turn next taxiway. American 1902 number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 095 at 10. Caution the generic landing runway 8 left. Cleared to land runway 8 right. Cleared to land runway 8 right number 2 American 1902.
Connection timed out. See the TFM log for more details. Please restart TFM to continue.
Taxiway. Boeing 747 contact Miami departure on 125.
Not connected to simulator.
75. Good
Folder
day.
view list. Talking flight monitor 6. Normal cursor. App start cursor.
Going to 125.75 Boeing 747.
Normal cursor. Microsoft Flight Simulator. App start.
departure Boeing
Microsoft
Alpha
Flight Sim.
Sierra
Normal cursor.
747 is passing 800 feet,
App start
climbing
cursor, normal cursor.
6,000 feet.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, Miami departure altimeter tree 0.11, continue to Turco as planned. Boeing 747 climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet, Boeing 747.
Boeing 747 climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight
Microsoft
level
flights not connected to
180
simulator.
Boeing 747.
Huh. I cannot get TFM to come on.
System tray list dialog. Talking flight monitor. Unknown. TFM context menu tool. Setting. Keyboard. Issue. Website. About A. Restart R. Shutdown S.
TFM is shutting down.
Window. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0. See cleaner tooltip. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0.
Miami approach American 2878 is missed approach at Miami. American 2878, you are 1 mile north. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 8 left approach.
Folder view list.
Descend and maintain
System
2,000
tray list.
feet. Expect vectors. Visual
Microsoft Flight
runway
Simulator
8 left
1.25.
approach. American
Folder view list. Talking flight monitor
2878.
63 of 67. Open O. Send with shred. Open file run as administrator. Folder view list. Talking flight monitor 63 of 67. Normal cursor. App start cursor. 2 apps are using your microphone tooltip. talking flight monitor. Normal cursor. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator not connected to simulator. App Start cursor. Normal cursor.
I want to see, so I don't know why
This PC window. Preview items. Devices and drives group. OS. C. Item. Flight Simulator. SAT backable. FSROS 2010. FSUI. Connection time. Items view list. FSUI PC 7.x6. App Start cursor. FSUI PC. Graphic. Normal cursor. FSUI PC 7 console log terminal. FSUI PC 7 row 1. FSUI PC 7. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.2. Microsoft not connected to simulator.
Try this.
System tray list talking flight monitor. Unknown. TFF restart R.
TFM is restarting. TFM is shutting down.
Taskbar. App Start cursor. Razor Central tooltip. Razor Central tooltip. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Normal cursor. C cleaner tooltip. Normal cursor. Loading airport database. Could not load airport database. Current trim up 8.12. 7588 VAS. Trim up. Read trim disabled.
There we go.
7677 feet ASL. 7750. 2359 feet per minute.
Climate 2359 feet per minute.
7928 feet ASL.
Boeing
8,000 feet.
747, contact Miami Center on 123
8104 feet ASL.
775. Good day.
Going to 123.775 Boeing 747.
Com 1
Miami Center
123.77.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is passing 8,500 feet climbing flight level 180.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, Miami Center altimeter tree 0.13.
9,000 feet.
Continue to Turco as planned.
9137 feet ASL. 2096 feet per minute.
.96 on our climb out here. We are currently
9601 feet ASL.
at almost 10,000.
Ten 10,000 feet.
Listen to those engines.
Feet. 11,000 feet. Time and route to destination. 2 hours 11 minutes 36 seconds. 12,000 feet.
2 hours and 11 minutes is what it's telling us, but it's going to be less than that, you guys.
12,291 feet ASL. AP altitude 18,045 feet.
We're going to be climbing up to 18,000. I think we'll get another climb from there as well.
Boeing 747, contact Miami Center on 132.15. Good day.
13,000 feet.
132.15.
Going to 132.15 Boeing 747.
Com 1
Miami Center
132.15.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is at 13,300 feet climbing flight level 180.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, Miami Center altimeter tree 0.10. Continue to Turco as planned.
Continue to Turco
Generic
as
2 Charlie
planned.
Yankee, contact Miami, approach on
14,000 feet.
119.7. Good day.
It's going to be interesting to see how it handles landings.
Boeing 747, contact Miami Center on 132.45. Good day.
132.45 Boeing 747.
Com 1
Miami Center
132.45.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is passing
15,000
14,800 feet climbing flight level 180.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 Miami Center altimeter tree 0.09. Continue to Turco as planned.
I've got my copy in my hand.
Miami Center
16,000
American
feet.
1688 is at 15,600 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
That's not us,
Generic
by
7
the way.
Papa Charlie, you are 25 miles west. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS
Okay, they're
runway
landing
10
at
left
Miami.
approach via Gullo transition.
10
Clear
left.
to Gullo.
Okay.
American 1688
So they're going down to
Miami
Gullo
Center
for their
altimeter
transition to land at
30.09er.
Miami.
Continue as planned. Descend and maintain 3,000
17,000 feet.
Expect ILS runway 10 left approach via Gullo transition. Clear to Gullo generic 7 Papa Charlie.
Alright, we're going to be leveling out here at 18,000.
17,258 feet AS. 17,286 feet ASL.
Pop-up window with 2 options.
341 feet per minute.
Warning. Connection lost. Please ensure you have an active
That's-
internet connection and check the forums for additional information.
Silly
The system
internet
will
right
attempt
there.
to reconnect regularly.
That's okay. It'll fix itself.
187 feet per minute.
Generic 7 Papa
17,410 feet
Charlie
ASL.
contact approach on 125.2.
Minus 7 feet per minute.
Generic 0 Hotel Romeo, you are 24 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors, visual runway 5 approach. 125.2 generic 7 Papa Charlie.
You listen close enough, you can also hear like the static of the radio when no one's talking.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors, visual runway 5 approach. Generic 0 Hotel Romeo.
Well, that guy's got a visual landing.
Generic 0 Hotel Romeo, contact Miami Center on 1.2.15.
14
Good
degrees.
day.
Wind 234 at 7 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
234 at 7 knots.
Miami Center American 1788 is at flight level 205, descending 10,000 feet. American 1788 Miami Center, continue as planned. 1.2.15 generic 0 Hotel Romeo. Boeing 747, please expedite your climb flight level 180.
Minus 26 feet per minute. 17,454 feet ASL. 17,453 feet ASL.
Now, I do notice
102 feet per minute. 26 feet per minute.
they've not fixed the problem with the flight level. It's an IFR thing, so it usually stays under the altitude where you're supposed to go to. If I would have made this a VOR to VOR, it would go to the correct altitude. This isn't such a big deal,
Boeing 747, please expedite your climb flight level 180.
but I gotta listen to that.
Envoy tree 669er, contact Miami Center on 1.4.75. Good day.
Now, I believe what I could do is go to autopilot.
1.4.75 Envoy tree 669er.
Let's try it.
FSUIPC, FSUIP, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0.
Boeing 747 climb and maintain
2303 feet per minute.
240.
17,937 feet ASL, 18,000 feet.
240 Boeing 747.
Miami Center Hex Airline 225 is at flight level 275, descending 10,000 feet. Hex Airline 225 Miami Center, continue as planned.
830 feet per minute. 1434 feet per minute. 18,808 feet ASL.
Miami Center, generic November
19,000 feet.
22 Tree Golf Sierra is at 6,100 feet, climbing 10,000 feet. Generic November 22 Tree Golf Sierra Miami Center altimeter tree 0.09er. Continue as planned.
14 feet per minute.
I put it back on the AI.
20,000 feet.
He's climbing up to 24.
1972 feet per minute.
Listen to them engines.
American 1688, contact Miami Center on 1.4.75. Good day.
$21,000 feet.
1.4.75, American 1688.
$22,000 feet.
So what do you guys think? Do you think it's going to land without doing the go around this time?
Generic 4 Victor Lima,
With the
contact
update?
Miami Center on 1.2.25.
We'll be finding out here soon.
Good day.
$23,000 feet.
1.2.25, generic 4 Victor Lima.
By the way, I would love to hear your guys'
Boeing
stories with
747,
2020,
contact
your
Miami Center on
experiences.
1.2.25.
You can
Good day.
leave your stories down below. You can also send an
132
email.
decimal
Maybe you
25,
got a
Boeing
video you would like to
747.
share. And you know,
Come
maybe
on,
you don't do your
133.25.
own YouTube
Boeing
channel.
Alpha Sierra
I would love
747
to
is passing flight
share
level
your
230,
stuff with the world
climbing
if that's
flight
what you
level
want to do.
240.
If not, that's okay too.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 Miami Center. Continue to Turco as planned.
We're
Boeing 747,
continuing
contact
to
Miami Center
Turco,
on
Miami Center,
127.2.
127.20.
Good day.
127.2 Boeing 747.
Com 1,
Generic 4
127.20.
Victor Lima, contact Miami Center on 127.2.
127.2.
Next
Good
waypoint,
day.
MATLK, distance 33 nautical miles, bearing 357 degrees, 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
I
AP altitude,
believe
24,114 feet.
24,114 feet. I love that sound. It's a beautiful day in Miami, Miami.
.1 Boeing 747.
Com 1,
Miami Center
124.10.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is at flight level 235 climbing flight level 240.
Hello, ATC, I'm talking to you.
23,308, 10 feet per minute. 326 knots indicated. 327 knots indicated. 328 knots indicated. 69 feet per minute. 328 knots indicated.
We're at 328 knots indicated.
327 knots indicated. Hold 324 knots. 464 knots true.
464 knots true.
No recent message. Spoilers retracted. Swap 4425. 1800 feet per minute. 20 feet per minute. Osceola, Florida, United States. Eastern Standard Time. Next waypoint, Anhui. Distance 35 time en route to destination 1 hour 38 minutes 49 seconds. Next waypoint, Anhui. Distance 30. No recent message. 465 knots true. Please wait. Nearby aircraft dialog. Tab control list. Spirit Wings 882.
We got a Spirit Wings.
Private, GA, Spirit Wings 882, state en route, distance 6, altitude 7834, speed
En
0107.
route at 7,000.
Private, GA, N14VL, state en route, distance 8, altitude 19,080, speed 0207. American 1788, state en route, distance 18, altitude 32,999. Private, American 1788, state en route, distance 18, altitude 32,999, speed 0307. Private, GA, N5, Spirit Wings 1021, state en route, distance 20, altitude 6305, speed Skyflight 428, Skyflight 400. Skyflight 434, state landing distance 26, altitude 1250, speed 77707. Skyflight 428, state landing distance 26, altitude, Spirit Wings 1021, private, GA N5, talking flight monitor. Talking flight monitor. Total fuel 202,000. Microsoft Flight Sim, FSUI PC7 console log row 1, FSUI, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0. Total fuel 202,557.5 pounds, 30,236.0 gallons. Total fuel flow 13,862. Total fuel 202,519.5 pounds, 30,000, 23,418 feet ASL, minus 69 feet per minute. Total fuel 202,434.1 pounds, 30,217.6. Gear up, dot. Flaps 0. Spoilers retracted. Next waypoint, Anhui. Distance 19 nautical miles. Bearing 357 degrees, 2 minutes, 28 seconds. Osceola, Florida, United States. June Park, Florida, United States. 16.9 nautical miles. 3 feet per minute. Fuel flow, pounds per hour. Engine 1, 3481. Engine 2, 3481. Engine 3, 3481. Engine 4, 3481. Total fuel 202,300.2 pounds, 30,197.6 gallons. Total fuel flow 13,919. Command key disabled. System tray list dialog. Icon talking flight monitor. Unknown. TF restart about. Website issue track keyboard. Command keys and settings S. Command keys enabled C. Unknown.
Command key enabled.
TFM. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0. Time en route to destination 1 hour 35 minutes 29 seconds.
The TFM says an hour and 35 minutes, but that's not 100%.
$23,404. 324 knots indicated. Minus 105. 325 knots indicated.
Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. We'll find out exactly how good the AI does now with landing. Now, before this update, before 9, it would get to the airport, it would come down like it was landing, but it wouldn't slow down. It would keep that steady
Next waypoint, 0 distance, 38 nautical miles, bearing 347 degrees, 4 minutes, 50 seconds.
knots, all the way down almost to the runway. A few times it's crashed like that, but for the most part it would request to go around and come back up, then come back in and land, but still not really do it the right way. It wasn't controlling flaps, it wasn't lowering speed, stuff like that. So hopefully this update fixes that. And then we got our next update that will be update 10. And I'm expecting some bigger things out of Microsoft. I'm expecting the cursor problem to be fixed, the keyboard problem, that's technically. It will fix the keyboard so you can move around with the keyboard.
134.0 for Boeing 747.
Com 1,
Jacksonville
134.00.
Center Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is passing flight level 235, climbing flight level 240.
But yeah, we'll hopefully see that happen in the next update. I'd really like to be able to have access to the controls, but we're not even going to, expect that anytime. Not yet. But this goes back to me talking about the AI, and all of us talking about that. As a matter of fact, we'll go up on the server here in a minute and let's see who's up there and what they got going. Let's go take a look.
Folder view list. Talking flight. Team Talk 5. Team viewer for Turtle. Twitch chat page. Talking flight. Team Talk 5 Classic 12 of 67. App start cursor. Team Talk. Host manager John server. John and Jenny's play. The cooldown. The cooldown Team Talk. Level 2 John. All Microsoft 20. Courtroom. Pay for it. That's some online streaming. Ask 0 lock level 2. Channel password dialog. Enter password edit. Left channel. That's some online stream. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight.
Computer. Message Brandon.
What's the message for Brandon Armstrong?
Hey, I'm on the server in the VATSIM room. If you want to come up, I'm doing a video recording the latest update for Microsoft 2020.
Got it. Should I send it?
Yes.
Sending from Johnny.
Brandon logged onto the server. Brandon joined channel to hang out. That's some online streaming. Ask. That's some online. Level 0 to level 1 private rooms. 0 to hang out. 1. Level 2 Brandon. Brandon is level 3. Level 2 that's some online stream. Selected users as level 3 Brandon. John level 3.
Brandon,
What up?
what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
So I got another video going. I'm doing a video to see, and they don't know. So if you know more than I know yet, don't say it, because we're going to see if Microsoft actually lands the proper way now. We're flying a 747 from Miami, Florida to Indianapolis.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft
Nice.
Now the interesting thing is that they very well might have fixed the landing problem, but when you are going in IFR, flying in IFR, it still
Next
does
waypoint, scheduled
that.
distance 175 nautical miles, bearing 345
Well, it
degrees,
was. It's not done it yet.
39 feet per minute.
It still does that weird speeding issue where it speeds up and then goes around and then slows down.
It was doing the thing with the altitude, saying, climb to blah blah blah. But now it's not doing that now, so
23,448 feet ASL.
Wow.
which is interesting. We'll see what happens here. And we'll see what it does. Like I said, if they fix the landing, situation, that's great. I gotta make sure if Josh comes up and before he comes in, I need to message him, tell him not to spoil it if he already knows. I want to, keep the viewers here on the video to see if it worked or if it doesn't. He might already know, but I'm going to sign up for the beta for 10.
You know what? I plan on doing the same thing.
Yeah, I want to sign up for that because I'd really like to. It's beta, and here's the thing: even though it's not beta necessarily for just accessibility, it's still beta, which gives us the ability to talk about these things in beta.
Exactly.
So, hopefully, if there's enough people going in and signing up to the beta, it could be enough to get their attention. I mean, how else do you do
I
it?
agree. Exactly.
Yeah, I got back and loaded this up. I was gone for the first part of the morning, all morning, pretty much.
Yeah, we figured that.
Yeah, I had to go do my 1 day a week thing, where you got to go. I got to go there at least once
Right.
out of the week.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that was required. Folks, I can't tell you specifically how much longer.
Time en route to destination, 1 hour 27 minutes, 56 seconds.
That's not correct. TFM says an hour and 27 minutes, but we've been in the air for...
23,412 feet ASL.
Well, it could be. Let's see where it says I'm at.
Volusia, Florida, United States.
Volusia, Florida.
Oh yeah, you got a while to go.
So it might be an hour and 23 minutes. Because I know from
Could
Miami to Indianapolis, it's a 2-hour flight. I can tell you that for sure. So, interesting thing was when I started out at a parking area. I assigned runway 26 for takeoff.
Right.
Well, it contacted ATC. ATC gave me a different runway for takeoff. ATC gave me runway 9, and I bet you it's because the runway that I selected was probably not a runway that was for taking off.
I bet you're right. I bet it was for landing or something.
Yeah. And so it is more clear. The ATC seems to be a little more clear. I think Josh said they did work on the ATC to make it a little bit better.
Yeah, he did.
Sometimes them voices come on and it's hard to tell that it's even a fake voice,
I know.
But
23,442 feet ASL.
I was telling these guys that as soon as I get the Mac, I'm going to start working on these videos with doing better intros and thumbnails, and I'll be able to do a lot more, you guys, once I got the Mac in my hands.
Yep.
iMovie is I think it's a powerful editing tool for doing stuff, at least for a free, for one you don't got to buy.
That, and I like the fact that it's cross-platform, so if you do it on one device, you can do it on another, so.
Yeah, I'm going to hook up, I'm going to set up Dropbox on it.
Oh yeah, you can do that easily. Easily.
I'm guessing you've got your Dropbox on there right now.
I do, yes.
Hey, look at that, guys. I can take I can take all his stuff out of Dropbox for him. No, I'm kidding.
Don't you dare.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I don't know. Someone would ask me if I'm going to keep my shadow, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired of trying to get it to work. I've contacted support. They've not helped me fix it. I've got no sound. Listen, I'm not going to pay for something I can't use.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't.
And if it's that much of a headache, I'm like, you know what? Why bother? Why bother?
You know, that's one reason I wasn't going to get it, because I was afraid that there were going to be some issues like that. And I'm like, do I really want to go through that headache? That, and I don't like the fact that I can't do my transatlantic flights with it.
Oh, they put me over to Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, they will. They're going to do that.
Of course, I've not heard anything back from Jacksonville. I'm just going to let it go and see what it does.
Good idea.
Time and route to destination, 1 hour 23 minutes 58 seconds. 23,454 feet ASL.
But yeah, I'm big about it. If I'm going to use something, it has to work, you know.
I'm the same way.
You should hear this engine when I go on the outside of this jet.
Oh man.
What was that? It went.
What was what?
Had this weird noise come across my panels here.
Uh-oh.
It went ring. I don't know what that was. Alright, let's see. Cool thing is, with the stick, you can move around the cockpit. You take the right stick, and if you hold it to the right, it'll move to a different view. When you let go of it, it goes back to the normal view.
Oh, that's cool.
So I can kind of take them around the cockpit a little bit. And and that's the right stick. The left stick, I don't know, that might move stuff around, but it doesn't go back, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that.
Alright, let's see. We are
23,406. 325 knots indicated.
cruising at 325 knots.
23,464 feet ASL. 23,467 feet ASL.
463. ASL.
23,383 feet. 43 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't go to. I thought it would go up to like 38,000, but
That's kind of a low cruising
Time en route to
altitude for a
destination. 1 hour,
jet.
20 minutes, 35 seconds.
not really. Anything above 18 is legal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
See what we got in the
Please wait.
area. Right bracket P. And let's see if we got.
Nearby aircraft dialog. Tab control list. Private. GA LFA 332. State en route. Distance and altitude 3844. Speed 01 of 12.
Now we got one that's at 3834.
American 487. State en route. Distance and altitude 33,022. Speed 02 of 12.
Americans
Private.
at-
American 487. State en route. Distance and altitude 33,022. Speed
En
02
route,
of private. GA 302 CJ. State en route. Distance 11. Altitude 40,997. Speed 03 of 12.
Private's a private one at
JetBlue
40,000.
2029. State en route. Distance 15. Altitude 38,026. Speed.
JetBlue's at
See, I wonder-
38,000 en route.
JetBlue 1680.
I
State en route.
wonder-
Distance
I
17.
wonder
Altitude
what it says, like
36,900.
when
Speed
some of them
550.
don't
JetBlue
say
650.
en
Endeavour
route,
51
but
private.
some of them
American
do.
70 private.
Does
GA
that
night
mean
private.
like
GA
they're
85.
coming in for a landing, or is
American
they just
1788. State en route. Distance 27.
outbound?
Altitude 32,999.
I
Speed
like
010 of
I hear
private.
it
American
says-
1788. State en route. Distance 27. Altitude 32,909 private. American 1788. State en route. Distance 27.
State
Altitude
Yeah.
32,919 private. GA N77 VR. State en route. Distance 24. Altitude. Endeavour
All
5121.
they say
State en route.
state
Distance.
en
JetBlue
route.
650. Sun speed 5. JetBlue 1680. Sun speed 550. State en route. Distance. JetBlue
gotta
1680.
wonder
JetBlue
what that
20 private.
means.
GA American 400 private. GA N302 CJ. State en route. Distance. American 4 private. American private. GA LFA 332. State en route. Distance and altitude 3844. Speed 01
I
of
think
12.
that might. I don't know, because we're not at Miami no more, so I can't say they're going to Miami. So what is en route? Like en route what? En route Jackson?
Yeah,
En
that's
route
what I've
Miami. En route what? Like what?
I've seen
Microsoft
that in
Flight Simulator
P3D
1.2
too when I've been
5.7.0.
on VATSIM. I'll see something
Plantation,
say
Florida,
like
United
something
States,
en route, and I'm like, what does
Dual
that
Florida, United
mean?
States. Oak Leaf Plantation. Dual Florida, United States.
We're right near Oakley, Florida.
Dual Florida, United States.
It's not like it's saying we're flying over Dual, Florida.
Dual Florida, United States.
Dove, Florida, or something like that.
Total fuel
Interesting.
197,715.9
Fuel
pounds,
is
29,513.3 gallons. Total fuel flow 14,356.
Nice.
Next waypoint, Jeffoy, distance 84 nautical miles, bearing 345 degrees, 10 minutes, 51 seconds. Next waypoint, Jeffoy, distance 83 nautical miles, bearing 345 degrees, 10 minutes, 43 seconds. Next waypoint, Jeffoy, distance 83 nautical miles, bearing 345 degrees, 10 minutes, 38 seconds.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I just hope it lands the way it should.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know that supposedly that is fixed, but we'll see.
We shall see.
The next update is really another one that I'd like to see. You know, they say it's going to happen. I hope that it does. I hope
Going
that
to
it.
126.75
Yeah.
Boeing 747.
Com 1,
Jacksonville Center
126.75.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is at flight level 235 climbing flight level 240.
They're not responding to me. Why?
Going to 132.3 Boeing 747.
Uh-oh.
Com 1,
Jacksonville
132.30.
Center Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is at flight level 235 climbing flight level 240.
I'm going to go to.
Autopilot master active.
Jacksonville Center Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting vector to next waypoint. Turn left heading tree 45 resume on navigation Boeing 747.
Autopilot master off.
It's almost like they're talking to me, but I'm not hearing them.
Yeah, it's weird.
Next waypoint, Jeffoy, distance 65 nautical miles, bearing. Next waypoint, Jeffoy, distance 65 nautical miles, bearing 345 degrees, 8 minutes, 26 seconds. Next waypoint, Jeffoy, distance 64 nautical miles, bearing 345 degrees, 8 minutes, 22 seconds. 23,471 feet ASL. 0 feet per minute. 23,471 feet ASL.
We'll see what happens here.
Time and route to destination 1 hour 15 minutes. 50
That
seconds.
is the weirdest thing. It shouldn't be doing that.
Hour and 15 minutes, you guys.
Hilliard, Florida, United States. 9.0 nautical
Nice.
miles, 88 degrees.
I remember Josh saying it did that to him too, once. Like
Yeah.
he was talking, and it was like they were talking to him, but you couldn't hear it. That might be a setting, like where.
I don't know what it would be though.
Well, where you can adjust to different sounds, like one coming through your headset, the other one going through this or that.
Yeah.
Time and route to destination 1 hour 15 minutes, 5 seconds. Time and route to destination 1 hour 15 minutes, 3 seconds.
TFM seems to be keeping up with the right time, so.
23,490 feet ASL. Wind 245 with 22 knots. Gust at 0
Wind
knots.
is 245 at 22 knots, 0 wind gusts.
Minus 10 degrees.
We're currently.
Charlton, Georgia, United States. Charlton, Georgia, United States. Charlton, Georgia, United States.
Charleston, Georgia.
Okay, you've crossed over into Georgia.
Georgia.
By the way, how did your flight go last night that you were delivering those cattle?
I couldn't do it.
Uh-oh.
It would not. I didn't have the right plane. The plane that I had.
Oh, no.
Wouldn't hold it, and then there was only like 40 minutes left of the deadline. I'm like, there's no way I'm getting there in 40 minutes.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I didn't get to finish that one, but that's right. I've got almost $10,000 made.
Well, poor Josh's gasoline job exploded.
Oh no!
So, yeah, he crashed, unfortunately, because he was flying along, and apparently he gets a warning about something taking up bandwidth, and it paused the sim, and he ignored it, unpaused it, and the plane did a nosedive right to the ground.
Oh no! Wouldn't that be cool?
I was like, ouch.
That would have been cool if it would have simulated like the big boom.
Oh, I know.
Every now and then I get that every now and then I get that connection message about lost connection, bandwidth, or whatever too. But it doesn't pause me. It just puts a message up.
No, his said something about it was taking up lots of bandwidth or something.
Bandwidth? I don't know about that.
I don't know, and I'm just like, oh boy.
It's like Josh don't have these problems that we run into sometimes. The problems he does have are like odd problems that we don't have neither.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, ouch, that, for a $4,000 job, that's gotta hurt. Like, man.
When this video gets uploaded, You'll have to check it out. It's pretty, the sound is pretty incredible.
Oh, I will. I can't wait to start using that sim too.
This is the 747 I'm flying now. I was going to do the Airbus, but I hate that message with the Neo.
Mm-hmm.
But, let me... Hold on one second.
Alrighty.
Alright. Sorry about that, guy. I'd rather mute when I'm doing other stuff. That way it's not part of the video.
Yeah.
Give the trolls something to talk about.
Boy, they would talk about it, wouldn't they? Huh.
Yeah, they would. But, take a look here.
23,496 feet. Where, Georgia, United States?
I wanted to see where I am in Georgia, and it came back to say where, Georgia. There's actually a place called Where, Georgia. Computer.
What would be even funnier
What's
is...
the weather in Where, Georgia?
Right now in County, Georgia, it's 87 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has just a few clouds in the sky.
Yeah, I
with
can
a high
tell.
of 87 degrees
Beautiful.
and a low of 60 degrees.
Computer. Open airport weather.
Welcome to the new Tar Reader app. I will read the airport weather reports. You can say get San Francisco
Computer.
to get the...
Get Kilo India November Delta.
Indianapolis Airport. Automated weather observation 1754 Zulu. Wind 011 at 14 gusting 20.
Oh.
Visibility 10.
Ah.
Sky condition broken 3,800.
Oh.
Temperature 9. Dew point -1. Altimeter 3028.
Oh,
so we
no.
got some gusty winds.
Gusty
Waypoint, tracing
winds
distance,
and
22
broken
nautical miles, bearing
clouds.
354 degrees, 2 minutes, 54 seconds.
Computer. Is it going to rain in Indianapolis today?
No rain is expected in Indianapolis, Indiana today.
Thank you. Computer. I said thank you.
You're very, very, oh so very welcome.
What? The
What the?
computer. You have a very nice voice when you sing.
Thanks for your feedback.
Alexa,
Wow.
thank you. Alexa, thank you.
Computer, sing us a song.
My name is Alexa, and I'm here to say I'm the baddest AI in the cloud today. Your responses are fast, but mine are faster. Sucker speech engines, they call me master.
That's funny.
Wow.
Guys, what's this? Computer, tell me a dirty joke.
How is a private eye? Like the dry cleaners? They both do other people's dirty work.
Oh my gosh. Computer, sing happy birthday.
Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Sounds like Mario Brothers.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Now, what's even funnier is tell it to ask Sam to sing Happy Birthday.
Computer, ask Sam to sing Happy Birthday.
All right, let's get this party started. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Next waypoint, Chesky, distance 24 nautical miles, bearing 355 degrees, 3 minutes, 2 seconds.
Wow. That was not very nice, Sam. Goodness. Sam is a very angry
Yeah.
person, you guys.
He
Computer,
is a very angry
ask
person.
Sam for the weather.
Unlike stupid-ass decisions, you can't ignore today's weather. The current weather is 56 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for clear skies with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 36 degrees.
I think Sam might need some anger management, don't you think?
Computer, ask Sam to tell me about himself.
My name is Samuel L. Jackson, sometimes known as Bad Motherfucker.
That's too funny, you guys.
We know why he's angry.
That's funny stuff right there. He's an angry, angry man. Computer, what is your favorite movie?
The Empire Strikes Back is my all-time favorite. It's impressive. Most impressive. For more Star Wars fun, just say, use the Force.
Computer, use the Force.
The Force is showing me this fun fact from the ancient Jedi relics. In Return of the Jedi, the Ewoks were supposed to be Wookiees. Instead, George Lucas flipped the syllables of the name Wookiee to Ewok and shrunk them down into adorable woodland creatures. But as Yoda says, one shouldn't judge them by their size. If more Force fun you demand, simply repeat the command.
Computer.
Use the Force.
Open crystal ball.
Welcome to Crystal Ball. Focus on a yes-no question, and when you're ready for my answer, say ready.
Is Brandon a good guy? Ready.
The crystal ball says without a doubt.
I said you're a good guy, Brandon.
I know.
Computer, open crystal ball.
Welcome to Crystal Ball.
What's
Focus
this?
on a yes-no question, and when you're ready for my answer, say ready.
Is Josh very intelligent? Ready.
The crystal ball says probably not.
Oh.
Next waypoint, there is distance 155 nautical miles, bearing 344
Well,
degrees,
Josh, the
57
crystal
seconds.
ball has decided
Wow.
that you are not intelligent. All right,
Wow.
folks. let's see if the crystal ball thinks I should do a giveaway in the next 7 days. Computer, open crystal ball.
Welcome to Crystal Ball. Focus on a yes-no question, and when you're ready for my answer, say ready.
Ready.
The crystal ball says signs are unclear at this time.
All right, folks.
Oh.
We don't know.
Going to 123
We don't
decimal
know.
9 or
There-
5 Boeing 747.
There might be a
Comma,
giveaway. There might not
Atlantis
be.
123.95.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747.
We don't
is
know.
at flight level 235 climbing
Let's
flight
ask
level
it.
240.
If we're going to have a good landing. Want to? Computer,
Let's
open
see.
the crystal ball.
Welcome to Crystal Ball. Focus on
Here
a
we
yes-no
go.
question, and when you're ready for my answer,
Will we have a good
say
landing
ready.
or not? Ready.
Okay, I'll wait. Please
Re-
say ready when you're ready for my reply.
Ready.
The crystal ball says signs are unclear at this time.
Oh boy, that's
Uh-oh.
not good.
Uh-oh, that's not a good answer.
All right, let's ask it if I'm going to win the lottery in the next 30 days. Computer, Open the crystal ball.
Welcome to Crystal Ball. Focus on a yes/no question.
Here we go,
And when you're
folks.
ready for my answer, say ready.
Ready.
The crystal ball says without a doubt.
Ooh.
Boy, I'd love that if that were true. That would be awesome. Alexa, how hard is it to win the Texas lottery?
According to an Alexa Answers feature,
23,563 feet. Time and route to destination, 1 hour 0 minutes,
and how
12
many
seconds.
of that total you purchase. If a
Lawrence,
lottery
Georgia,
has
United
10
States.
tickets and you purchase one of them, you have a 1 in 10 chance of
Guys,
winning.
Georgia has got
If
to
you
be
buy
the
5 tickets, your
biggest
chance of winning is 50%.
state when flying. You feel like you're in Georgia forever. Even on the ground.
That's how I feel about Texas.
If you've ever been in a vehicle going through, well, get in the vehicle and go on a trip and go through Georgia, and you'll see what I mean.
I've done it. I know
Georgia?
exactly what you mean. Yes.
Yeah, it seems like you're there forever.
Forever
Right,
and ever
guys,
and
Time and route to
ever.
destination, 59 minutes, 40
We
seconds.
got 59 minutes until we arrive in Indianapolis. The plan is we're going to be taking an ILS runway 5 left. It's going to be our runway for landing. I'm hoping that the ILS will actually do the approach. I don't think it will. I think for that to happen, I've got to go to autopilot, activate approach, and, I'm not going to do that. So, if it does it on its own, great. If not, we'll do another video some other time for doing ILS manually with autopilot without really having full accessibility. The thing is, if the AI is better, meaning it get me down to 10,000 and get, under 10,000 at a nice speed, I could go to autopilot, activate, turn off AI, activate autopilot, hit Control A for approach when I'm, at about 4,000 feet, and it should connect. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought I had rain coming down. I'm like, better not have no rain.
Johnson, Georgia, United States.
Computer.
You and I seem to share the bad
Is
weather
it gonna
luck
rain
club.
in Johnson, Georgia today?
It might rain in Johnson County, Georgia
Oh,
today.
we might have had some rain
There's
right
a
there then.
63% chance
Okay.
at 4 p.m.
3:36 p.m.
I wouldn't doubt it. You and I seem to have the bad weather luck club
Yeah.
on our side.
We do, you're right.
We're the exclusive members of that club. I don't know what it is.
Guys, for those of you that are, just watching, never watched, any of my other videos, if you go back, there's a video, I forget the title of it, but got into Texas and it was bad. It was real bad.
Yes.
I don't remember the title of that, but I think it was labeled something to do with Texas. So just maybe look around, you might find it.
You talking about that video where you went through that ice storm?
Well, the problem was, like George said, it wasn't just because I went through a storm. I actually went through a cloud.
The cloud.
That pilots don't fly through.
Mm-hmm.
And it was full of ice. I mean, it was everywhere. It was bad.
Yeah,
Real
I
bad.
remember that.
Guys, there was so much ice on my windows, you could hear the windshield wipers making like a...
Yeah, it was scraping across the ice.
Yeah. I wonder if 2020 has windshield wipers on the airplanes.
I don't know.
Check our fuel.
Total fuel 191,984.4 pounds, 28,657.7 gallons. Total fuel flow 15,669.
Total fuel flow is 15,669.
You're doing
Washington,
good
Georgia,
with
United States.
fuel.
Baldwin, Georgia, United States.
Baldwin, Georgia.
Time en route to destination 55 minutes, 21 seconds.
Yeah, once we get through Georgia, it's I count Georgia as like the halfway mark. Once you get through Georgia, you're over halfway home.
Oh yeah, I've made that trip through Georgia, and you're absolutely right. It feels like it's forever
If
getting out of
anybody
there.
ever
It's like,
decides to
oh my
apply
God.
for our airline on Aviatype, one of the routes is a Indianapolis to Miami. I'm actually going to have cargo in them areas that gets delivered back and forth. So,
Oh, I can cover that route. Is that an everyday route, flight?
no, it's going to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Yeah, I can cover that flight as soon as I get my stuff up,
Or
where
no,
I can buy
actually,
that.
I think I've set it up for Tuesday and Thursdays, I believe,
Okay.
on the off days. Another flight that I'm going to set up is going to be, because Indianapolis is our home airport. Another
Right.
one's going to be Indianapolis to LAX. Also
Ooh,
Indianapolis
perfect.
to, you're not going to like this one. Indianapolis to Dallas.
Oh man. Oh well.
But you don't got to do that route. If you don't like that route, we'll give it to somebody else.
I can do the
And-
Indianapolis to LAX run.
Eventually, I'm going to add a long route. Indianapolis to EGLL.
Oh man. Now that's the route I would definitely want to
127
pick as
decimal
far
flight
as
for Boeing
hauls
747.
go.
Com 1,
Atlanta Center
127.50.
Boeing Alpha Sierra
we go.
747 is passing flight level 235, climbing flight level 240.
That one's going to be a good one. And another one, like, I want to do more, have more than one of those, because that's where the money's really going to come in.
Yeah.
Like, we could do another one to Moscow.
Oh heck yeah.
Do one to, for
Okay.
Japan.
Like I said, you want me to do any of those long overseas flights, you just assign me one and I'll do it.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do a flight just to see what their airport looks like. I would like to do a flight to Ukraine.
Oh, I know. To Kiev?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious about that myself.
Especially if they do an update to that airport where it's showing the latest scene for that airport. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
just to get an idea of how bad it looks. How bad it looks over there.
Oh, I bet it looks
I know a lot
really
of
bad
buildings
because
are
of all
just
this
shelled
yelling.
out. They just look like open
Yeah.
shells. It's sad. It really is sad.
You know, and the sad thing is Russia's still continuing their threats.
Well,
and,
Russia lied more than once. They've lied. They said that they were going to back off now, and they were going to focus on one specific area. They lied. It was a setup.
oh yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Ukraine, I'm in your corner, Ukraine, because y'all is giving them a run for their money.
Well, keep in mind who taught them to fight like that.
Yeah,
So
how are you
Russia's
gonna
kind of getting
fight?
their payback.
How are you going to go against somebody that taught you how to fight? That'd be like, one of the movies, Rocky Balboa, when he's teaching someone else and then they want to go and fight him. Like that one where he had that.
Oh, I know.
He had that one guy he was training at the end. That guy wanted to fight him, and Balboa took him outside and said, "Nah, we ain't going to fight in here. We're going to go out to the street. Come out to the street and fight Rocky Balboa. You want to put hands on somebody, put your hands on me. Adrian."
124.45 for
I'm
Boeing
going to bust you up,
747.
Adrian.
Com 1,
It was the
174.45.
one, I
Boeing
don't know if
Alpha
you ever
Sierra
seen it, but the guy
747
ended up
is at flight
hitting
level
Polly.
235 climbing flight level 240.
Rocky had fire in his eyes. He said, "Hey, you come and put your hands on me." And then they went outside, and Rocky, in the beginning, Rocky got a good run for his money, but then they got out to the street, and old Balboa put the hurt on him, son. Put the hurt
I think
on
that's
him.
what Ukraine's doing that to Russia.
Ukraine, I every time I hear they've done more damage to Russian soldiers, I laugh.
Oh, I do too. 'Cause I'm like, you idiots in the Soviet Union taught them to fight, and they're your fiercest fighters, and now you're going to get payback for what you did. All these years later.
127.5 for Boeing 747.
Well,
Com 1,
Atlanta Center,
127.50.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747
And if
is
Putin
passing
thinks he's
flight
going to
level
wage
235
nuclear
climbing
war,
flight
he's
level
sadly
240.
mistaken. He keeps saying he's going to do it, and I'm just like, do it and see what happens.
let me tell you something. The last thing that you do is make a threat with nuclear weapons, because then you're going to have not just one country on you. You're going to have multiple. Somebody said, well, there's several countries on Russia's side. No, there's not. Where?
No, there's not.
Where?
Show me.
Y'all
There's
show
not
me.
several countries on Russia's side.
1 second, I'm putting on my Rocky Balboa hoodie, alright? No, hold on, I'm putting on my hoodie.
Alright.
But, I just don't understand I've never understood it. And I've never supported it. And that's war at all. Why must we fight?
I know.
Boeing 747 have the traffic.
Boeing 747 have the traffic.
Is that for you?
Jackson, Georgia, United States.
Well, I don't know.
23,600. 13 feet per minute.
I think it might be this one specific area is why I'm not hearing them. I think they might have told me to...
Boeing 747 traffic in sight.
Yeah, traffic inside, okay. It's me, Rocky Balboa. Get out of my way, 747. I follow Rocky on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel, and it's pretty cool. He's actually a really down-to-earth guy. He's done a lot of good movies, Rambo and all of them.
Yeah.
Rocky Balboa, he wrote all of his Rocky movies. Them were all...
Yep.
He started that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And look how far he's taken it. He's taken it all the way to where now he's even doing... Well, I don't know if he's doing... I think he is. I think it's him who even did the Creed movies.
I don't know who did those. I think you're right.
Now Rocky is retired, and now, Adrian's passed on. She had cancer.
Going to 134.8 Boeing 747.
Com 1,
Atlanta
134.80.
Center Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is passing flight level 235 climbing flight level 240.
But yeah, good movies. Let's see here what we got.
They are good movies.
Jackson, Georgia, United States.
We're in Jackson, Georgia. We're almost out of Georgia, folks. I'll be glad. My God.
23,646 feet ASL.
Texas
I'm en
is
route to
just as
destination, 45
bad.
minutes,
You
50
go
seconds.
through Texas, it takes you forever to get out of it.
We'll give you an idea of this flight. We only got 45 minutes left.
Yeah.
So, Tennessee and Louisville, we got to go through. I don't know which ones we go through with. I don't think we go through North and South Carolina. I think. No, we'll hit Tennessee.
No. It's Tennessee,
Then Kentucky, and
Kentucky,
then
Indiana, yeah.
23,600 minus 62 feet per minute. Hall, Georgia, United States.
Computer, what is the weather in Hall, Georgia?
Currently, in Hall County, Georgia, 67 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies.
Wind 245 with 37
Today,
knots.
you can expect just a
Minus
few
13
clouds
degrees.
in the sky.
So
with a high
some
of
of these
68
areas
degrees and a
that
low of 47 degrees.
TFM has given us, these are counties, not cities, from what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Hall, Georgia, United States.
Hall,
Yep.
Georgia. Hall County, Georgia.
Hall County,
I wish
Georgia,
it
yep.
It'd be easier if it said the actual, city.
Lula, Georgia, United States. 5.0 nautical miles, 123 degrees.
Yeah, I don't.
Heading
I'm
338.
not a fan of when you think it's a city, but it's really a county.
We're flying at a heading of 338, which is actually kind of northwest. Because
Yeah.
360, 0, that's dead north.
Yep.
So we're flying west-northwest. Or I mean, we're flying north-northwest, sorry.
What did the Apollo astronauts eat before they launched to the moon on July 16th, 1969?
White, Georgia, United States.
Yes.
Next waypoint, LORNN. Distance 50 nautical miles. Bearing 343 degrees. 6 minutes, 26
Ew.
seconds.
Computer.
I wouldn't want to eat that.
Drop my controller.
Play Apple Music hits.
Computer. What is the most popular dessert for Chinese?
Here's something I found on the web. According to wiseajit.com, popular Chinese desserts include candy, ice cream or shaved ice, and rice cakes.
I know that.
I don't like when it gives you
Area
generic
747.
answers.
Lumpkin, Georgia, United States.
Lumpkin, Georgia. Lumpkin, Georgia.
What a
Cleveland, Georgia,
weird
United States.
name.
Cleveland, Georgia, United States. 9.0 nautical miles, 138 degrees.
Cleveland, Georgia.
Wind 248 at 40 knots. Gust at 0 knots. Union, Georgia, United States.
Union, Georgia, folks.
Yeah.
23,680 feet ASL.
Flying at 23,600 ASL.
21,011 feet ACL.
going over some mountains. AGL is 21,000, so that means we've got some mountains that are about 2,000 feet tall. That's how you figure that out. You look at your ASL.
23,674 feet ASL.
Yeah.
600. Then AGL.
21,621 feet ASL.
21,600. Well, there you go. 2,000 feet.
Yep.
Now, if you assume that's trees, you got... I want to know where a tree is that's 2,000 feet high.
Well, I think the only trees that would maybe approach that are the redwoods of California, but...
Computer, what is the tallest tree in the world?
The tallest recorded tree on Earth is Hyperion, a tree in Redwood National Park which is 380 feet tall.
Okay.
380 feet tall.
Wow. That's high for a tree.
Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to remember what it is, how many feet it is for every story on a building.
Let me look. How many feet is one story on a building?
Here's what I understood from the website, skydeck.com. The average height of the story is 14 feet. Do you want a little more context?
Yes.
The height of each story in a building is based on ceiling height, floor thickness, and building material, with a general average of about 14 feet.
So that tree's
About 14 feet, yeah.
That tree's about between 25 and 30 stories.
Stories, yeah. That is high.
Computer, what is the largest cave in the world?
Here's something I found on the web. According to thebiggest.net, the longest cave in the world is the Mammoth Cave, which measures 405 miles in length and is found in Kentucky, United States.
Wow. That is a long cave.
Did that say miles?
It said miles. 405 miles.
miles.
That is one heck of a cave.
Guys, that's as far as going from like Indiana up to... That's further than going from Indiana to Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio is 318 miles.
That's
APL to
incredible.
34,121 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 340 Boeing 747.
That's interesting. Traffic is taking me up to... ATC just changed my altitude to
24,000 feet.
34,000.
I wonder because of the traffic.
Because of traffic and because
Cherokee, North Carolina, United States.
I'm coming in North Carolina. And then
Oh, yeah.
Tennessee.
That would do it.
Computer. Where does the Mammoth Cave lead to?
Here's something I found on the web.
25,000 feet.
According to geocaching.com, Echo River drains Mammoth Cave's lowest level, emerging 360 feet below the surface to empty into the Green River.
Holy moly.
Well, you guys, it's a educational not live stream, but video as well, I guess. Taught y'all a few things, I guess. Let's do an outside view
Next
here.
waypoint, at distance 91 nautical miles, bearing 355 degrees, 11 minutes, 29
That's a
seconds.
pretty interesting
26,000 feet.
fact about caves. Speaking of aircraft, I got one flying near me.
27,000 feet.
Get a chance.
Yeah.
28,000 feet.
When this video gets
Going to 133.6 Boeing 747.
Com 1,
Atlanta
133.60.
Center Boeing Alpha Sierra
Watch this video later
747
and you
is
get to hear
passing
some
flight
of these
level
sounds of the
285
jet.
climbing flight level 340.
Oh, I'm definitely going to do that, and I'm looking forward to flying that jet.
28,606. Total fuel 186,525.2
Hopefully I can get enough
pounds.
jobs done with avian
27,842.8
type
gallons. Total fuel flow
quickly so I can get that
17,416.
free
29,000
skill
feet.
ticket and work for you.
Yeah. It's interesting that it took us to 34,000.
Oh, yeah.
Online streaming. Ask Team Talk 5
Well, I'm not surprised it did, though.
That's some online stream. Brandon level 3. John level 3. Brandon level 2. That's some online streaming. Ask 2 level 3. John level 3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
29,988 feet ASL. 30,000 feet.
I mean, I kind of anticipated that.
Yeah. What are you doing? Hanging out outside?
Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying the nice weather.
Nice, man. Garbage.
Yeah. Now, that is a job I would not want.
31,000 feet.
They've got it so automated now, though. Like, a lot of the cities got the cans that they sit out in front of their houses, and the truck comes by, and it's got an arm that just picks it up and dumps it.
Picks it up. Yeah, that's what we got. Although I think that truck has a few technical issues because it was going forward and you just heard that beep.
Yeah.
Like it was backing up or something.
Well, he might have been putting the arm out.
32,000 feet.
Could have been.
But the thing is, these trucks, when they get done, they'll like, instead of making sure they just set your can back down, they'll just drop it.
Oh, yeah. That's how we got one of ours broken, actually.
Eventually, I can see that being something automated too. Self-driving dump trucks.
33,000 feet.
Or not dump trucks,
Yeah.
but garbage trucks.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would.
Loudon, Tennessee, United States.
So I was right. We went through a little bit of North Carolina, and now we're in Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
We wasn't in North Carolina very long.
No, you weren't.
Now we're in Loudon, Tennessee. What they mean by that, you guys, that the history behind Loudon, Tennessee was that back in 1943, when the war took place, it got too
AP
loud
altitude,
in
41,995 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 420 Boeing 747.
Oh, God. All right.
Wow.
33,960 ASL.
We're at
34,000 feet.
34,000 feet, folks. So I think the way to fix that altitude thing when it does that, turn off your AI and then turn it back on. Because it's not been doing that since.
Yeah. Nice.
Time and route to destination, 31 minutes, 21 seconds.
31 minutes till we arrive in Indianapolis.
Rome, Tennessee, United States.
And we're in Rome, Tennessee.
35,000 feet.
Are you still at 34,000 or did you go back down?
35,174 feet ASL. AP altitude, 41,995 feet.
No, it's making me go up higher.
37 feet per minute.
Oh, wow.
See, a 47 can go up to 40,000 feet. 41,000,
Yeah.
actually.
AP altitude, 41,995 feet.
It says altitude that I'm climbing, it's got me climbing up to 41,000.
36,000 feet.
Whoa.
Yep. Traffic, probably.
I bet it is.
Looks like I'm joining the 40,000 club.
Yep, looks like you are.
The Mile High Club, folks.
36,728 feet per minute.
Climbing at 28 feet per minute. That's pretty good being
36,907.
36,000 feet and it's still climbing that fast.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of this jet is amazing.
Like I said, I think when I load 2020, that's the first one I'm going to fly is that jet. And I'm probably going to do a long flight, maybe from, I don't know, Indy to LAX or
feet.
Las Vegas. I don't know yet. Haven't decided.
$39,000 feet.
Check her altitude here, folks.
39,323 feet ASL.
39,323.
1952 feet per minute.
Still climbing at 1952 a minute. That's pretty good for being at 40,000 feet and being able to climb that fast.
1950.
That is.
Total fuel 184,568.3 pounds. 27,550.7 gallons. Total fuel flow 24,286. 40,000 feet. 40,107. 1903 feet per minute. 240 knots. AP altitude 41,995 feet. 40,510 feet ASL.
Going to 121.325 Boeing 747.
Com 1.
Indianapolis Center, Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is passing flight level 405, climbing flight level 420.
41,000 feet.
Oh, what I hear?
Uh-oh.
Airspeed hold off. Mach hold active.
Okay, we're good.
40,000 feet. Autopilot master active. Altitude. Autopilot master off. Altitude lock off. 39,000 feet. Minus 6736 feet per minute. 38,600. Minus 3579. Minus 2073 feet. Minus 791 feet per minute. 38,400. 2041 feet per minute.
There we go.
3520 feet per minute. 4,009 feet per minute. 38,795 feet. 3812 feet per minute. 3445 feet per minute. Time en route to destination 26 minutes 51 seconds. Scott, Tennessee, United States.
Scott, Tennessee.
1499 feet per minute. 39,350 feet ASL. Airspeed hold active. Mach hold off.
Button. Button.
I don't know what them buttons are.
Button. Button. Button.
So when you're in the cockpit,
Button. Button.
Mm-hmm.
Button. Button.
there's three buttons that just says button, button, button.
Button. Button. Button.
It'd be nice if we know what they were, and they were
Button.
labeled.
Button. 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 5 button.
Oh,
Button. 5 button. 6 button. 7 button.
I can actually arrow on the
button.
buttons, the numbers.
7 button. 6 button.
Oh!
5 button.
765.
Button.
I think them were
Button.
the buttons just
Button.
maybe not available.
Button. Button.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I can hit them, but it don't say nothing. What are those?
Content is not visible. That's a Microsoft.
Wow.
Content. Microsoft. Content is not visible. Folder view lit. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.001. Microsoft. Content is not visible.
5 button. Button.
Content is not visible.
I hate when it says content is
None
not
lock on.
visible,
None lock
folks.
off. No next review. Top Microsoft
Oh,
bottom,
I
Microsoft
know.
Flight Simulator bottom, Microsoft object review. Top Microsoft bottom, Microsoft no next. Title bar Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.2 minimize button moves the wind, no objects inside, no objects inside. Maximize button makes close button no next. Maximize button minimize no previous. Title bar Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Default info window title window. Default info window title, no objects inside. Default info no next waypoint Ryan. Microsoft no next. Title bar Microsoft Flight Simulator minimize button moves the wind. Title bar system menu bar contains system submenu space system menu restore unavailable no objects inside move M size S minimize maximize separator close alt plus F4C no next no objects system menu system menu bar Microsoft Flight Simulator taskbar window taskbar window Microsoft Ray Stars World Google Chrome window Ray Stars World Google Chrome Johnny BV Star Untitled Note 16 op 60 FSUIP Maxim Online Program Manager window next Program Manager window pane desktop window.
Yeah, but it...
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7. Wayne, Kentucky, United States, Eastern Standard Time.
Look at that. We're already in Wayne, Kentucky.
41,856 feet ASL.
Nice.
41,856 feet ASL.
6 button. Button.
But yeah, the arrow buttons now will arrow up and down on the keypad buttons.
6 button.
6 button.
7
That's cool.
8 button.
6, 7, 8.
7 button. 6 button. 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 6 button. 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 6 button. Button.
Read my sticker and see if I can read what it is.
Button. VFR map.
Okay.
Boss, 1 minute. Boss, 1 minute. Boss, 1 minute. List with 9 values. Boss. Boss, 1 minute. Display direction. On. Toggle button. Landing and amp, taxi guides. 7 button, AI piloting in cursor mode. On. 8 button. 7 button, 6 button. Knoblog. N. Travel to.
Play Apple Music 1.
Knoblog. N. Fuel. Checklist. Shift. Plus. Checklist. Shift. Plus. C. Travel to. 6 button. Travel to. Checklist. Shift.
Play
plus,
Apple Music Hits.
C.
Checklist. Shift C.
Travel to. Travel to. 6 button.
Oh, you can actually read them.
Checklist.
Somewhat.
Shift. Plus. C. Checklist. Airports. AI auto trim. On. AI piloting in cursor mode. On. Toggle button.
I'm just messing with the controller, you guys. Just looking around with it.
Seven button. AI anti-stall protection. On. Toggle button. Fuel. Travel to. Fuel.
You got a fuel button.
Travel to. Travel to.
Nice.
Knoblog. N. Flight assistant. Travel to.
121.175 for
Travel
Boeing
to.
747.
Fuel.
Com
Travel
1,
to
Indianapolis Center,
121.17.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747,
All right,
flight
take
level
a look.
420.
We're at flight level 420. Wow.
41,903 feet ASL.
Holy
Minus
moly.
30 feet per minute. 232 knots indicated. Casey, Kentucky, United States, Eastern Standard Time.
Casey, Kentucky.
Nice.
Computer. Open airport radar. Wait, I did that wrong.
Three
Computer.
aircraft.
Open airport radar.
I'm not sure.
Computer. Open airport radar.
Next waypoint, heli, distance 147 nautical miles, bearing 333 degrees, 19 minutes, 42 seconds.
Open airport radar.
Stupid. I really hate
Three
when it
aircraft
doesn't
are
do
nearby.
things.
An Airbus VC-1 ACJ from Austin Bergstrom, United States, 13 miles east.
Nice.
At 31,000 feet, heading northeast, with call sign all 346. An Airbus VC-1 ACJ from General Edward Lawrence Logan, Boston, United States, 19 miles southeast, at 36,000 feet, heading northwest, with call sign Dal 1284. And a Boeing 767-300 from Louisville International Standiford Field, United States, 23 miles south, at 9,225 feet, heading unknown.
She's
with call
sleeping.
sign UPS 2592.
UPS 592
I'll take her
out
in
of
your
Louisville.
room.
Brandon.
Is that you?
No.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we're 747.
That's cool. They have an Airbus out of Austin Bergstrom. That's awesome. I wonder where it's headed.
They had two of them.
Yep.
Computer. Open airport radar.
Three aircraft are nearby.
Same
An
ones.
Airbus VC-1
There's the
ACJ from General
VC-1.
Edward Lawrence Logan, Boston, United States, 10 miles east,
There's
at
one from
36,000
Logan.
feet,
Which one
heading
is that? The
northwest,
VC-1?
with call sign Dal 1284. A Boeing 767-300 from Louisville International Standiford Field, United
There's the
States,
UPS.
18 miles south, at 11,225 feet, heading unknown, with call sign UPS 2592. And an Airbus
AP altitude,
VC-1
31,988
ACJ
feet.
Descend
from
and
Austin
maintain
Bergstrom,
flight
United
level
States,
320, Boeing 747.
Flown a
at
VC-1, have we?
30,950 feet. heading
No, we have
northwest,
not.
With call sign all 346.
Computer, stop.
Marion, Kentucky, United States.
American 346.
We're in Marion, Kentucky.
Take her
41,548
in
feet
your
ASL.
room.
Tell Kelly I said, good afternoon.
4:17 p.m.
I would, but I think she just went back in her room. Johnny
Springfield,
says,
Kentucky, United
hi,
States.
Kel.
4.1 nautical mile. Document busy, 41,002 feet ASL. NVI BIAG Force Experience.
Alright, we are, let's see where we're at.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Add some online streaming. Ask. Add some online.
Hold on one
Microsoft
second,
Flight
please.
Simulator 1. Microsoft. Washington, Kentucky, United States.
Washington, Kentucky. Stand by 1 second, you guys.
All right.
Don't shout in the fire. You're just talking. I'd never done that before. I was
40,000 feet.
And so I did. I just kind of stood back and mouthed the words, and I think that a lot of the attraction of the verses on I'm Not With You is that it's almost spoken quality. Next up is a song by Dex's Midnight Runners, Come On Eileen. And this song just literally came out of nowhere. And interestingly, as contrasted with the modern English song we just heard, this tune eschewed all the synthesizers and modern drum machines and stuff. And instead,
Alright.
chose to use instruments like
We really don't got that far to go, you guys. We're,
Washington, Kentucky, United States. Time and route to destination, 18 minutes, 49 seconds.
it says 18 minutes. We'll see how accurate that is. Probably about right. I mean, we are
Yeah,
41,000 feet in the air, you know.
exactly.
I'll tell you what. Being this high up in the air, you
38,000
wouldn't
feet.
believe how quiet it makes it.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all.
'Cause, well, the air is a lot thinner.
Yeah.
37,617 feet ASL. Minus 1985 feet per minute.
Oh, our plane's coming down. It's doing a descent.
Oh.
Okay.
37,000 feet. $36,000 feet.
Doing a nice soft descent.
Minus 1942 feet per minute.
Awesome.
1942 a minute.
270 knots indicated.
Speed is 270 knots.
35,000 feet.
Wow.
Minus
Oh,
1900
that's a
feet per
nice
minute.
descent.
274 knots indicated. SIM connect messages muted. SIM connect messages unmuted. No recent message. Set throttle percent. Min 0. Max 100. Enter throttle. Edit selected 28.03. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0.
Yeah, our throttle's only at 28%.
Nice.
Minus 1972 feet per minute. 4:21 p.m. 34,000 feet. Spencer, Kentucky, United States.
Now we're flying through Spencer, Kentucky, everybody.
Elk Creek, Kentucky, United States.
Oh,
1.7 nautical miles.
boy.
118 degrees.
Let's
Spencer,
see.
Kentucky, United States. Wind 259 at 67 knots. Gust at 0 knots. 453 knots ground speed. 33,000 feet.
124.625 for
Minus
Boeing
59 degrees.
747.
Com 1,
Indianapolis
124.62.
Center, Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is at flight level tree 30, descending flight level tree 20.
Oh, we've got Indianapolis Center.
Yep.
Jefferson, Kentucky, United States. Eastern
Are
Standard
they
Time.
finally hearing you now?
Yeah, well, I can't hear them.
What is going on? You can't.
Wait, that might have been them. I'm in
Jefferson, Kentucky, United States.
Jefferson, Kentucky, so yeah. That might have been them talking, not me.
AP altitude 24,114
Wow.
feet.
Descend and maintain flight level 240,
There
Boeing
they are.
747.
297 knots indicated. 32,000 feet. 298 knots indicated.
Going to 124.775, Boeing
Check
747.
this out.
300 knots indicated. Com 1,
Indianapolis Center,
124.77.
Boeing Alpha Sierra
300 knots
747
indicated.
is at flight level tree 15, descending flight level 240.
300 knots indicated. 300 knots indicated. Jefferson, Kentucky, United States.
Guys, I'm going to place money.
31,000
Well,
feet.
not real money, but I bet you we go right over top of Scottsburg, Indiana.
Oldham, Kentucky, United States. Eastern
I bet you
Standard
do too.
We are now over top of Oldham, Kentucky. That reminds me of Wedding Singer.
Right?
Time. Oldham, Kentucky, United States.
That's what I was thinking of too.
I love that movie.
30,000 feet.
That is a good movie.
I love Adam Sandler, though. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
in real life, he's like invested over, well, altogether since he's been acting, he's invested over $1 billion into the cancer research.
Oh, I know.
If I had money like that, I would
29,000
too.
feet.
And I'll tell you what really needs
Oh, I would
donations,
too.
you guys, is Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They need more donations. They need more money for more research. You know, I've got 2 aunts that's going through that. One of my aunts is,
That's a horrible disease.
unfortunately, one of my aunts is
28,000 feet.
that's what's going to get her. And
You know, don't you hate that in this
Clark, Indiana,
day and
United States,
age, in
Eastern
the
Standard Time.
21st century,
Clark, Indiana,
we
United
don't
States.
have a cure for Alzheimer's, but we have a cure for things like measles,
Yep.
smallpox, stuff like that.
yep.
Clark,
We're
Indiana,
in
United States.
Clark, Indiana. I'm going to watch this now because I bet you we go right over Scottsburg.
Clark, Indiana, United States. Charlestown, Indiana, United States. 4.5 nautical miles.
There's
212.
Charlestown.
Clark, Indiana, United States. Charlestown, Indiana, United States. 5.0 nautical miles. 206 degrees. Charlestown, Indiana. Clark, Indiana, United States. 329 knots indicated.
I just think it's sad that we have some diseases that we just
Clark, Indiana, United States.
we
Henryville,
don't
Indiana,
have a
United
cure
States.
for,
5.6
and I
nautical miles.
think there can
256
be a
degrees.
cure for them. Cancer.
26,000 feet. Clark, Indiana, United States. Henryville, Indiana, United States. 5.6 nautical miles. 247 degrees.
Oh yeah, it's sad.
Clark, Indiana. Henryville, Indiana, United States.
You know,
5.6
and I'm
nautical
beginning to
miles,
think
239
that
degrees.
drug manufacturers and
Scott,
companies
Indiana, United States. U.S. Eastern Standard Time.
purposely
is.
don't let us find a
There
cure.
it is, Scott, Indiana.
Awesome.
Scottsburg, Indiana, United States.
I
5.9
knew
nautical
it.
miles. 390. Scott, Indiana, United States. Scottsburg, Indiana, United States.
Scottsburg,
5.2 nautical
Indiana.
miles. 316 degrees.
5 miles.
25,000 feet. Scott, Indiana, United. Scottsburg, Indiana, United States. 4.4 nautical miles.
Yeah, I
310
just
degrees.
seen Henryville. That's where I went. That's where I camped.
Scottsburg, Indiana. Scott, Indiana, United. Scottsburg, Indiana, United States. 3.4 nautical miles. 300 degrees.
Scottsburg, Indiana.
Nice.
My car is about 2 hours from Indianapolis.
Scott, Indiana, United States. Scottsburg, Indiana, United States.
Wow.
descend and maintain
327 knots
5,000
indicated.
feet. Expect ILS
Scott, Indiana,
runway
United
5
States.
left approach via Kelly
Scottsburg, Indiana,
transition.
United
Clear
States.
to Kelly
2.4 nautical
Boeing
miles.
747.
272 degrees.
I'm sure you've made that
Auto
trip
throttle off.
many a time, given your career.
24,000 feet. Scottsburg, Indiana. 331 knots indicated. 331 knots indicated. 331 knots indicated. 330 knots indicated. Scott, Indiana, United States.
Yeah, me and George done this route
Scottsburg, Indiana, United States. 2.5 nautical miles. 209 degrees.
a lot.
328 knots indicated.
Mhm.
328 knots indicated. 327 knots indicated.
Well, the truth is about to be told here, folks, when we get to Indy.
23,000
Yep.
feet. Scott, Indiana, United States. Austin, Indiana, United States. 1.3 nautical miles.
There's Austin,
281 degrees.
Indiana. This is so cool.
Not too far from you.
Computer. Open airport radar.
8 aircraft are nearby. The nearest are a Boeing 737-800, 1.1 miles west, at 35,850 feet.
22,019 feet.
With
21,907.
SW9116.
Jackson, Indiana, United States.
At Archer 2,
21,828 feet ASL.
at 2,875 feet, heading northwest. And an Airbus A320neo from Denver, United States, 3.7 miles northwest, at 37,000 feet, heading east, with call sign FFT536. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
There is an
FFT?
Airbus A320 Prestige from
21,000
Salt
feet.
Lake City, United States, 8 miles southeast, at 32,000 feet, heading unknown, with call sign DAL 2514, a Boeing 767-300 from Louisville International Standiford Field, United States.
Yep, that
12
one's
miles
still there.
southwest, at 14,475 feet, heading unknown, with call sign UPS 5520, an AXA Twin Comanche, 17 miles east,
Ooh.
at 6,100 feet.
A twin Comanche?
An Airbus
20,000 feet.
DC-1 ACJ from San Francisco, United States, 23 miles west,
Wait, isn't a
at
Comanche like an army?
36,025 feet, heading west, with call sign Mule 1074.
Jackson, Indiana, United States.
I believe it is.
Yes.
There is an Embraer 170 from John F. Kennedy, New York, United States, 25 miles southwest, at 35,000 feet, heading northeast, with call sign RPA 4886.
Look at all them planes around here.
19,000 feet.
Oh, I know.
What is the Comanche?
According to Wikipedia, the Comanche or NMN are a Native American tribe from the southern plains of the present-day
Computer.
United States.
What is the Comanche aircraft?
Jackson, Indiana, United States.
Here's something I found on the web. According to wikipedia.org, USS Comanche was a Passaic-class monitor that was prefabricated at Jersey City, New Jersey by Donahue, Ryan and Secker for the sum of $613,164.98, $7.68 million in present-day terms.
There are...
That doesn't give...
There's 13 airplanes around Scottsburg flying right now.
Jackson, Indiana, United States.
Jackson,
Brownstown,
Indiana.
United States. 324 knots indicated. 17,148 feet ASL.
I really hope
324 knots
speed
indicated.
thing is
324 knots indicated.
I do
324
too.
knots indicated. Brownstown, Indiana,
We're
United
about
States.
to find
6.7
out,
knots.
folks.
4:30 p.m. Jackson, Indiana, United States.
Jackson, Indiana. I'm not a singer, sorry.
Brownstown, Indiana, United States. 7.7
Airplane
miles,
down,
166
7
degrees.
miles.
16,273 feet
Currently
ASL.
16,000 feet ASL.
324 knots indicated.
Speed is currently 324.
16,000 feet.
Ah, looks like you are.
329 knots indicated.
Yeah.
332 knots indicated.
It ain't slowing down yet, my friend.
15,600. 334 knots indicated.
Yeah.
334.
15,505. 333 knots indicated.
333.
332 knots indicated.
332.
Oh, you
332
are.
knots indicated. 331 knots indicated.
331.
331 knots indicated. 332 knots indicated.
I don't know. They better
15,000 feet.
No,
333
Better be
knots
putting
indicated.
on some brakes in a real big
14,799
hurry.
feet ASL.
we're at 14,000.
333 knots indicated. Nashville, Indiana, United States. 9.6 knots. 331 knots indicated. 331 knots indicated. 330 knots indicated. 329 knots indicated.
Come on, slow
14,083 feet ASL.
Don't do this
328
to us.
knots indicated. 14,000 feet.
Microsoft, you said you fixed it.
327 knots indicated.
327.
327 knots indicated. 327 knots indicated. 13,006. 326 knots indicated.
It might be.
326 knots indicated. 326 knots indicated. 325 knots indicated.
It's going down. 325.
325 knots indicated. 13,004. 325
Nice.
knots indicated. 325 knots indicated. 325 knots indicated. 324 knots indicated.
Okay, next up
324.
is a song. It's one of my favorites. This is
324 knots indicated. 12,005. 323
Oh,
knots
yeah, I
indicated.
think it's going to slow down.
323 knots indicated. 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 322 knots indicated. Spoilers retracted. 12,000 feet. 322 knots indicated. 11,000. 322 knots indicated. 322 knots indicated. 322 knots indicated. 322 knots indicated. 323 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 knots indicated. 324 knots indicated. 11,098 feet. 324 knots indicated. 11,000 feet. 10,969 feet ASL. Com 1, 124.65.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is at 10,900 feet, descending 5,000 feet.
324 knots indicated.
Come on, baby. Do us good here.
324 knots indicated. 10,349 feet ASL. $322 knots indicated. 10,000 feet. 322 knots indicated. 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 322 knots indicated.
Come on, baby.
322 knots indicated. 9430. 322 knots indicated. 322 knots indicated.
Is it not slowing down?
It is slowly.
322 knots indicated. 322 knots indicated. 9,000 feet. 322 knots indicated. 8913 feet AS. 322 knots indicated. Monroe, Indiana, United States. 322 knots indicated. 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 8064 feet ASL. 8,000 feet.
Well, it's got us going to 5,000 for a cruise level, so it's probably going to level out and slow down there.
322 knots indicated.
Yeah.
Is my
Hey,
guess.
Google.
It better be.
Play BBC 4 Extra.
Set throttle percent. Min 0. Max 100. Enter throttle. Edit selected 0.
I hope so.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0.
Now, it did bring the throttle's at 0, that's what you're supposed to do.
Time and route to destination 6 minutes 30.
Okay, so they got that part.
323
right.
knots indicated.
Good.
60 at 30 feet ASL. 323 knots indicated. 323 knots indicated. Minus 1946 feet per minute. 323 knots indicated. 6478 feet. 323 knots indicated. $322 knots indicated. 322 knots indicated. 322 knots indicated. 5929. 322 knots indicated. 321 knots indicated.
Seem to be slowing down. We'll see.
321 knots indicated. 55. 320 knots indicated. 320 knots indicated. 320 knots indicated.
I think it should slow down I think it should slow down quicker
Way-
than that. But
317 knots indicated.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
slowing down.
5195. 315 knots indicated. 314 knots indicated.
Yeah, we're slowing
313
down.
knots indicated.
I think
311 knots
sometimes
indicated.
they slow it down way too
310
late.
knots indicated. 308 knots indicated.
I mean, we are in the 747, but
5,000 feet.
Yeah.
301 knots indicated. 300 knots indicated.
all right, we're under 300.
297 knots indicated. 296 knots
Speed not
indicated.
above 210 knots, Boeing 747.
291 knots indicated. Next. 290 knots indicated. Andy, desktop logged onto the server. 288 knots indicated. Andy,
No,
desktop join
not
channel.
right now, bud.
Next
We're
make
on
call.
video,
Distance 10 nautical
can't-
miles. Bearing 37
can't
degrees.
bring
2
you in
minutes.
right now.
281 knots indicated. 279 knots indicated.
279.
276 knots indicated. 271 knots indicated. 4:36 p.m. 269 knots indicated.
Oh yeah, we're slowing
Andy,
down.
desktop left channel route. Andy, desktop.
Yeah, we're looking good.
265 knots indicated.
250.
261 knots indicated. 4853. 259 knots indicated. 258 knots indicated. 256 knots indicated. 254 knots indicated.
Here's simple lines. Don't you forget about me.
253 knots indicated. 253 knots indicated. Spoilers retracted. 253 knots indicated. 253 knots indicated. Flaps 0. 252 knots indicated.
I thought I heard it say Judge. If he joined with him,
Josh Tubbs left channel to hang out. Josh Tubbs join channel. $252 knots indicated. 4877 feet ASL.
What's up?
What's up, Josh?
Hey, don't say anything about the update. I'm doing the video, so I want them to see it for themselves on what
Okay.
it does. Not that you would, but just so that way you know.
251 knots. 4874 feet ASL.
We'll see what. I mean, it looks good so far, you guys.
250 knots indicated.
We'll see what it does. We're coming in.
4870 feet ASL.
Basically, bring you up to date, Josh. We took off from Florida.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Boeing 747.
And we're landing in
Next
Indianapolis.
waypoint FTPLL. Distance 5 nautical miles. Bearing 35.
Alright.
256 knots indicated. 259 knots indicated. 4477. Minus 1940. 261 knots indicated. 261 knots indicated.
So far, it seems to be doing good. We'll see. You guys will find out here in a few minutes how it does. I'm flying a 747, by the way. I could have flew that one or the A320, and I picked this one because I didn't want to deal with the whole A320 Neo repeating the freaking
pitot heat.
On, off,
the
on,
thing that
off.
always happens. On, off,
Bearing
on,
35
off,
degrees,
on,
1
off.
minute, 4 seconds. 255 knots
That's
indicated.
annoying.
257 knots indicated. $262 knots indicated. 3448 feet ASL.
Alright, HEC's got us going down to 3,000.
New notification from my Asus. Asus Premium Kit. 261 knots indicated. $32.25 feet. 260 knots indicated.
2,500.
Next wave 3152.
I mean,
14 feet
did the altitude hold, or did
Tower on
ATC keep
120
guiding
decimal niner,
you,
Boeing
you know,
747.
to
3,000 feet.
No, it's
descend
good.
slash...
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747
No, it's good so
10
far.
miles southwest
262
inbound
knots.
ILS runway 5 left approach.
Giving it to ILS runway, left approach, runway 5.
Cleared ILS
left.
runway 5 left approach, Boeing 747.
Left approach, 747. Guys, that beeping is the ILS making that noise.
262 knots indicated. 2616 feet ASL. 1916. 262 knots indicated. 262 knots indicated. Next waypoint RW05L. Distance 6 nautical miles. Bearing
6 miles for runway 5 left.
2434. 1705. 260 knots indicated.
Looking good so far.
Flaps 0.
Up, it's doing the flaps.
255 knots indicated. Gear down. Dot.
Gears going down.
242 knots indicated.
Nice.
2490. 1720. 236 knots indicated. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Wait, are we streaming? Because I'm on the BVI Pilots channel and I
No,
can't...
we're not.
No, we're not.
It's
We're
not
not.
live. It's a video, but it's not live.
2307.
Oh,
1515.
okay.
223 knots indicated. Flaps 12.
Alright, flaps are being put out more. Now this I will say it did not do before.
Oh, that's definitely
201
improved.
knots
That's
indicated.
awesome.
It did not do what it's
Oh.
doing right now. We're
Flaps
at
20.
Are they
at
putting
it.
out the flaps
Yeah, they're doing it the way that they should.
182 knots indicated.
Speed is looking good, you guys.
2226 feet. 1445 feet ag.
We're at
2206 feet ASL.
2206
Cleared to land
ASL.
runway
175
5
knots
left, Boeing
indicated.
747.
Our speed is at 150. Our flaps
Flaps
are
20.
set to
Flaps 20.
flaps 20 at the moment. It might put them out more. Let's wait and see.
175 knots indicated. 2017 feet ASL. 177 knots indicated.
We're looking good. This is looking really good, you guys. Really nice. Really nice.
174 knots indicated. 1846 feet. 1105 feet. 173 knots indicated.
I'm impressed. It's looking good.
170 knots indicated. 1717. 900 feet ag. 170 knots indicated.
The sound, for a 747,
1536. 704.
thing sounds amazing.
168 knots indicated.
Yeah.
Flaps 20. 168 knots indicated. 1341 feet. 550. 167 knots indicated. Flaps 20. 167 knots in. Flaps 20. 383 feet ag.
300 AGL.
1058 feet ASL.
1058 ASL.
170 knots indicated.
400.
170 knots indicated.
400.
Flaps 20. 170 knots indicated. 35 feet ag. 835 feet ASL. 168 knots indicated.
200. Minimums.
Flaps 20. 164 knots indicated. Minus 100. 595 feet ASL. 581 feet ASL. 163 knots indicated. 169 knots indicated. 622 feet ASL. 173 knots indicated. Flaps 20. 671 feet ASL. Flaps 20. 176 knots indicated.
Indy Tower Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is going missed.
Well, because the traffic
Going
is
to
too
124.65
You gotta be kidding me.
Boeing 747.
Traffic got in the way, so we're doing a missed
Indy
approach.
approach Boeing Alpha Sierra 747
yeah.
is missed approach at
It
Indianapolis.
will still do that with traffic, yeah.
Auto 245 knots
Stupid
indicated.
traffic.
Flaps 10. AP altitude. 11,975 feet. AP altitude.
It's okay.
455. 1297 feet AS. 253 knots indicated.
So we done know. I
Flex
can go
5.
ahead and tell you that the speed has definitely been fixed.
AP altitude. 5085 feet.
That's
it,
good.
Maintain 5,000
It had us
feet,
down
speed
to
not
the
above 210.
correct
Zero.
Expect
speeds.
ILS runway 5 left
Brought the
approach
flaps
via
out to flaps
WAAY and
20.
transition cleared to WAAY.
I don't know if it would have put flaps out
Auto
more,
throttle off.
if it would have done the full. You know, we was at 500 feet, so
252 knots indicated.
I think the flaps should go out. That might be full flaps, though. That might be full flaps for this. I don't
Flaps
know.
0. 249 knots indicated.
He said flaps 20.
Well,
but
I don't
it might be different,
I don't know if TFM is like reading the I don't
Well, that's
think
what I
TFM
just said. That
reads
might
the
be
flaps correctly.
that might be full flaps. That's why I said that. 'Cause
250 knots indicated. 3207. 2550. 249 knots indicated. 2257 feet per minute.
So it's going to do a go around. I don't think this go around is something that it does every time now. I think it's because there was traffic maybe in the way
Yeah.
of this runway. I'm guessing that's the reason for it. Either way, it came in a lot differently than what we used to. We used to come in doing 320 knots.
Yeah.
I will say that they still need to work on it a little bit because it didn't slow me down properly until I was at like 5,000 knot or 5,000 on altitude. It should have been at 250 at 10,000, not 250
Yeah, that's
at 5,000.
way too late.
So
Yeah,
they need to
yeah,
fix
it's
it.
kind of
Yeah, they need
yeah.
to fix it. That's
4211.
clearly still something
4885
that
PAS. 254 knots.
I think they have it
it-
set that way. I mean, it does it,
at least
but
progress is being made. Well, remember that the AI doesn't use the autopilot, so it's doing it pretty much all manually. So it can't slow down
well, it should. There's no
as
excuse
fast
for it.
as
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
No matter if it's AI or what it is, there's no reason that they could fix it to do better than that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's better.
It
Don't
needs
get
to
me
do
wrong.
better
I'm
than
not.
that.
I'm not saying it's not better. It is better, but that's not. That's
That's not-
that's not the correct way to land.
That's not the correct
do speed.
procedure, yeah.
251 knots indicated. 4906.
It can be a lot worse.
4157. 251 knots
And
indicated.
Yeah, it could.
I'm happy with
Oh,
it.
it-
I'm not complaining at all, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
for these guys to, they need to look at this, and I mean, they programmed it, so they had to have known that it's doing this. They did it in beta. They previewed it. They watched it. So I don't know why they didn't correct that when it was still in beta. I don't understand that, but either way, it's better. It works better. So that's a plus.
4913. 4231. 250 knots indicated.
Like right now, I'm at 250 knots steady. You know, so it's not like
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet
it used to
Boeing.
be. You know, but
Yeah, I mean,
Descend and
the
maintain
it's weird because the
3,000
changelog doesn't come out and mention AI directly. So I guess they're doing improvements like
Tower on 120.
they're doing small
9
improvements on the side as it comes. Like
One, one,
I guess it wasn't a priority because if it was, they would have put it in the changelog. But not, which is weird.
Well, I
Cleared ILS runway 5
I
left
thought the
approach
way
Boeing.
you talked that this was
Flex
something that was purposely done in beta.
272 knots indicated.
Yeah, because you
well,
said that.
2660.
Well,
272 knots indicated.
I-
271 knots indicated. 3330.
Noticed it. I noticed changes, but
270 knots indicated.
they
Flaps 5.
they didn't put it. They didn't like put it in the change log as
267 knots
something
indicated.
that
266 knots indicated. 3.
was
264
priority.
knots
Like I
indicated.
thought they would have.
261 knots indicated. 2980 feet. 2235 feet at.
They still got work to do because even on my go around here,
252 knots indicated. 2973 feet ASL.
I shouldn't be at 250 knots at
2220. 2965 feet ASL.
3,000 feet. I should be,
No, you should
I
not.
should be at like 200.
233 knots indicated.
It's
Flex
going
10.
down now, so actually, hold on.
225 knots indicated.
It is slowing down. Flaps
Flaps
are
11.
going out. That's why it was doing it, because the flaps weren't out yet. Again, this is better than it was, so
2865 feet AS. 2063 feet at. 210 knots indicated.
I'm curious to see what the landing rating is that we're going to get on this.
205 knots indicated. 2718. 1958. 198 knots indicated.
198 knots.
2686. 1949 feet. 189 knots indicated. 187 knots indicated.
187.
Flaps 20.
Yeah, I think flaps 20 is... It's saying flaps 20, but I think that's full flaps. Just TFM's not reading it right.
181 knots indicated. 181 knots
Cleared to land
indicated.
runway 5 left
2296.
Boeing.
1502 feet. 180 knots indicated. 180 knots indicated. 179 knots indicated. 4:50 p.m.
I was telling Johnny about your poor
2015 feet.
gasoline job
41
going
feet.
kablooey.
179 knots indicated.
Well, yeah, that's
178
because
knots
like
indicated. 178 knots indicated.
Johnny told me about this before, where sometimes like if the sim pauses or and it was just pretty low altitude, if the sim pauses or for whatever reason something pops up where the AI like acts like pretty much it'll turn off. So like when the sim unpaused, when I got the pop up out of the way, it
Alright,
like took a nosedive.
Hold that thought, you guys.
1407. 668 feet at.
1407.
172 knots indicated.
We're at 170 knots.
1262 feet AS. 171 knots indicated.
Technically, the landing speed for a 747 can be between 150 and 170.
169 knots indicated.
I found that out too from George.
1052. 206. 166 knots indicated. 1000 feet.
That's what I kind of figured.
It's not 150 knot exactly.
163 knots indicated.
I kind of figured it could be a little bit faster than
167
that
knots
anyway.
indicated. 801. 45 feet. 168 knots indicated.
200.
169 knots indicated.
100.
Minus 126. 612. 163 knots indicated. 169 knots indicated. $166 knots indicated. $197 knots indicated. 620 minus 129 feet. 210 knots indicated.
Oh, this is stupid. It's doing a missed approach again.
124.65 for
Flex
Boeing.
time.
Wow.
Com one,
Really?
124.65.
Boeing has missed approach at Indianapolis.
Auto throttle arms. AP altitude 2133 feet. AP
I
altitude.
mean, is there still lots of
11,575
traffic
feet. AP
around?
altitude
Like,
18,045
I'm
feet.
getting-
exceeds.
I'm getting no traffic, dude. None.
Okay, so that
All
doesn't make
323
any
knots.
sense then.
Please wait. Flaps 0. AP altitude 5085 feet.
I'm gonna
Climb
look.
and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 5 left approach via WAAYN transition cleared to WAAYN Boeing.
Nearby aircraft dialog. Tab control list. Auto drop. Brickyard 34 fifth. Endeavor 50. Brickyard. Endeavor 50. Brickyard 3457. State en route. Distance 4. Altitude 1503. Speed 251.
There
Endeavor. Brickyard
is
3457. State en
Brickyard
route. Distance 4.
1500
Altitude.
feet.
Endeavor 5358. State landing
Endeavor.
distance 7. Altitude 3054. Speed 157
Landing at
202.
3,400 feet. That's the only two.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.25.7.0.
Okay, so nothing should be on the runway
2460,
then. What
251
the
knots indicated. 2264 feet per minute. 3255 feet ASL. 4:53 p.m.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute this. It might be a call for work. Hold on.
Alright.
Okay.
4540, 1388 feet per 253 knots indicated.
See, if I knew how to just select a different runway altogether, I would, but I don't.
I don't know if you can, like,
Well, you can. There's buttons there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One of them would let you pick a different runway, I'm sure.
4892 feet.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't.
4246 feet at. 4910, 253 knots
I've been
indicated.
before just messing around, like, before this, like, and it'd say, you know, going to runway, around the runway, blah, blah, blah. Or, well, in smaller planes, it's a
Yeah.
little different, but one of them's got to be for a runway. I'm sure of it.
4902 feet, 4188.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
250 knots indicated. Minus 69 feet per minute. 250 knots indicated.
All right, you guys, here's the deal. If it doesn't land this time on this go around, that's where I'm going to end the video. But at least we know the speed's been corrected. It might be something with this airport. It could be something with traffic. It could be that I've got. I mean, maybe one of my settings is on that. I don't know. That wouldn't make sense.
or I mean, maybe there's an AI plane that, like, I don't know, got stuck on the runway somehow, and like it's just sitting there, and
Well, I didn't
ATC's.
see anything though. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
as we're coming
TFM.
down, there's nothing. Well, I didn't use
Nothing there,
TFM. I
huh.
used my eyeballs.
Okay.
There's nothing sitting like right there in the way of it. So,
Okay.
but again, it could also be traffic in the air. It could be maybe something a little further down the runway that I'm not seeing. Because obviously, when
Could be, because
you know, when you touch the runway, you're going to be going for a few minutes to slow down. So it's like,
yeah.
4906 feet ASL. 250 knots indicated. Minus 66 feet per minute.
So hopefully it'll land this time.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet Boeing.
Too bad I couldn't go and hit Control A and activate approach.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet Boeing.
Oh, I know.
I don't think that would work.
Tower on 120.9er Boeing.
Com 1,
Indy Tower
120.90.
Boeing 8
I mean, I've
miles
got the
southwest
ILS
inbound
selected
ILS
in there.
runway
Clear
5
down,
left
dot.
approach.
All right, here we
Cleared
go.
ILS runway 5 left
4,000
approach
feet.
Boeing.
5 left.
Flaps 5. 272 knots indicate. 3685. 272 knots
Overspeed
indicated.
warning.
272 knots indicated.
Overspeed warning.
Flaps 5. 270 knots indicated.
Give flaps out.
3170. 2370. 268 knots indicated. 3000 flaps 5. 257 knots indicated. Flaps 5. 246 knots indicated. Flap 6. 239 knots indicated.
Here we go. Hopefully it'll land this
Flaps
time,
10.
you guys, because I know it can do it.
Oh, I know.
Twenty-eight oh 7 feet 8. 2011 feet at. 207 knots indicated. Flaps 20. Twenty-five 46. 1787 feet at.
All right, here we go.
Clear to land runway 5 left Boeing.
179 knots indicated. 2256. 1484. 178 knots indicated. Minus 1175 feet. 177 knots indicated. 177 knots indicated. 176 knots indicated. 175 knots indicated. 175 knots indicated. 174 knots indicated. Wind 294 at 16 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Well, you know, I did forget though, Brandon. We got wind gusts too, so that could have been a reason for you to go around.
Oh yeah,
wind gusts.
I did.
Wind 292 at 15 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
I forgot about
46 degrees.
that.
Wind 295 at 15 knots. Gust at 0 knots. 1533. 706. 168 knots indicated. 167 knots indicated. 166 knots indicated. 166 knots indicated. 167 knots indicated.
Come on, baby. You
167 knots indicated.
My next test is going to be the A320. It'll be later tonight because I got stuff to do after this video. Class stuff.
Oh, fun.
1,000 feet.
Let's see what happens here. We're at 500.
880 feet ASL. 84 feet
Oh, it might land this time.
171 knots indicated.
300.
Minus 14 feet AG. 684 feet ASL.
200.
164 knots indicated.
Come on, baby. Come on. You got it.
Pause. Sound off.
And it just crashed.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Clearly something was on the runway there in my way. Listen. To real traffic people, when you're on the runway, don't stop and just sit there. Because that's what happens when you do that. That wasn't AI.
Microsoft, you need to really crack down on that.
That was somebody just not following ATC rules. Anyway, we know it slows down, you guys. I did not intend on to have a crash landing video, but I'm going to publish this anyways. It's about the experience. I don't like publishing crashes, but I'm not going to lie about it neither. So here it is.
Yeah, you don't want to be perfect.
Microsoft 2020.
You know, we're not perfect.
Update 9. Landing speeds are fixed, but the crashing conditions are still buggy.
Yep.
/ people not getting off the runway. So I wonder, instead of doing an ILS, I selected an ILS. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they don't have it really fully worked out with ILS, and I should have just did a direct flight the way it's already set up.
I don't know.
Time will tell. Y'all continue to stay, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and we will do round 2 of this later on. I'll do a live stream with this tonight, and we'll see what it does. Alright? But that obviously was not a success. I can't call that a success because it wasn't. So
FSU Live Ops 27.2.4 Ops 27.
We're going to try it without doing an ILS this time and just do a the way that it's already. Just select a runway and go. No ILS.
Yep.
Nothing special, and just go. And we'll see what it does. All right.
Start virtual camera check. Stop recording checkbox checked.
Y'all take care. Be sure to tap on that subscribe button. Join us here at BVI Pilots if you've not yet joined us. Remember, by leaving comments down below also helps us with our views, and more people will get to see the channel. If you do subscribe, be sure to click on the bell to set your notifications so that you are notified each and every single time that we publish a new video here at BVI Pilots. This was a video for Microsoft 2020 Update 9, version 2 coming soon.